12-13U throwbacks with an 8-4 victory here in this one. ZZ, Diego, both of you guys had the BWL cycle today, but I want to start with you, Diego. Just big at-bats all day from the entire roster, but let's start with your at-bats. Big home run off of two very good pitchers, as well as a double. Diego, talk me through your at-bats today. How are you able to be so successful?
I was just up there trying to make good contact and try to help us get a win.
Yeah, and ZZ, on your side as well, BWL cycle on your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way, ZZ. Talk me through your at-bats, obviously facing Avery and Caden, two of your teammates in the regular season, but obviously your opposition in this one. Tell me about your at-bats today.
Yeah, two great pitchers. Just had to stay focused and try and hit the ball as hard as I could.
Yeah, and Diego, the team now 5-3-1 on the season, going into the last week of the regular season. How do the throwbacks feel right now going into the championship in a couple weeks?
We're ready. We're all hitting great, and we're gonna take the championship.
Yeah, ZZ obviously did it on the offensive side, the defensive side as well. A big diving play in that last inning to make the final out of the game. Talk me through that play and how the throwbacks were able to get the win today.
Just stayed focused, made sure I was paying attention to the game, and just launched.
Awesome, great job, guys. 14-15U B-League pinstripes with back-to-back home runs to walk it off here. Matt, got to start with you. Coming into the last inning, the first two guys get out, down by one. And then, of course, Trevor hits the tying home run. We'll get to him in a second. But then you hit the game winner. Matt, talk me through that at bat and how the pinstripes were able to come back and win it.
He started me off. He has good stuff, but I just had to find my pitch, and when I found it, I drove it, and that's it.
Yeah, and Trevor, down by one. You're coming up third in that inning. First two guys in front of you get out. Tell me about what you were thinking before your at-bat, and then, of course, the game-tying home run.
The funny thing is I was actually at my calmest the entire game right then. I was just at peace with myself, and I knew it's all up to me, and I like to consider myself a clutch guy. So I just hit the ball, made good contact, and, got to give credit to J. Cole. He's a great pitcher, but just left one there, and I took it yard.
And Trevor, this series all season, just like this game, has been completely back and forth. Both teams feel like they've gotten their licks in. Up in this game, down this game, talk me through how the pinstripes able to remain calm and win it.
I just really think it's the chemistry we have together. We're always celebrating each other, and we're not afraid to give each other, advice. You know what I mean? It's just very honest, very open, and, we got a great team in the pins.
Matt, 4-4 coming into this one, so a big swing game as we get down the stretch. What does it mean for the pinstripes to be up now 5-4 in the series going into the last 2 weeks of the season?
It's given us a lot of momentum, knowing that we can do anything in this league, and we can take it forward and we can win this whole thing.
Awesome. Great job, guys. 14-15U A-League pinstripes with a grueling 5-4 victory in this one. Noah, got to start with you. Coming in out of the bullpen, I think when you initially joined the game, ended up with a second and third no-out situation. Did not allow a run from that, and then shut the door for the rest of the game. Noah, talk me through your pitching out of here. How are you able to secure the win?
Obviously, both teams were missing some key guys. Just gotta go out there and attack every guy, and hope defense makes the plays.
Yeah, and Logan, prior to that, the starting pitcher on the mound was you in this game. You knew it was going to be a low-scoring game with the way you and Evan Lancaster were both throwing. Talk me through your outing today.
Well, I would say just attack fastballs. Mostly curveballs when the count got in depth, I'd say. Pretty much it.
Yeah, and Logan, this offense continues to be able to make runs happen. Even when the throwbacks pitchers pitch well, the offense continues to grind away runs. Tell me about the pinstripes hitting today. How are you able to scrape across 5 runs?
So I'd say, our approach is mostly look fastball, keep fastball until they can't throw it anymore. Get pressure on them to throw the off speed.
Yeah, Noah, with this win, improved to 6-2-1 on the season. Only one more week left in the regular season, and then, of course, the championship game. Already securing a 1-run advantage in the championship with a chance to maybe add to it next week. But how do the pinstripes feel going into the tail end of the season?
We all feel like that we're going to win. We have the better team.
Awesome. Great job, guys. 16-18U throwbacks with a 9-7 victory here in this one. Reese, got to start with you. Last inning, got a little bit hairy, but you came in from the bullpen, able to get out of it with the win. Talk me through that pitching outing, Reese, and how you're able to keep this one for the throwbacks.
Well, first Gunnar Wilson was up, and I'm like, okay, this guy's a bum, and it was pretty easy to get him out. And then Mac he's obviously a tough guy to get out, but I was able to do the best I could against him. And then Brady, it's Brady. Who cares?
Brady.
Yeah, and Reese, that's how the throwbacks won at the end of the game. But at the start of the game, what got the scoring started, Sam, was your 3-run home run. It seems like every week you've been able to take some good at-bats against the top pitchers for the Pinstripes. Talk me through that at-bat off Brady Heck and how you're able to get the scoring started.
You know, I kind of saw a first pitch slider outside, and then he decided to throw a fastball right down the middle, and I couldn't take that one.
Yeah, and Reese, this Pinstripe lineup has been tough on the throwbacks hitters all day. Before you pitch, obviously you caught Elliot Myers and got to see Cole pitch as well. Tell me about the other throwback pitchers. How were they able to keep the Pinstripes off kilter?
I mean, Elliot was just on today. Like, all of his pitches were working and hitting the spots. Like, they just couldn't hit him. And Cole, he got a little dicey in there, but eventually he was able to control himself, and he was throwing strikes, and they couldn't hit him.
Sam, only 1 week left in the regular season, and then, of course, the championship game. Throwbacks, obviously 2-7 right now, but if they can build some momentum, what do the throwbacks think about the rest of the season here in the BWL?
I mean, if we keep hitting like we do, then it's going to be a good season for us.
Awesome. Great job, guys. 12-13, you throwbacks with a 5-4 victory. ZZ, got to start with you. The walk-off home run there in the last inning. Just talk me through that at bat. You know, I heard maybe sitting curveball there against Avery, able to hit it out. Talk me through that last at bat to win the game.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Rob was like, hey, let's sit curveball, because all curveballs from Avery recently. And I just sat on and I smoked it.
Yeah, and, you know, Avery, typically that's the strategy to get Bears out, is throwing a lot of curveballs. ZZ able to hit that one out. Diego, the big shot in this game early in it to give the throwbacks an early lead was your home run. Again, you've had a great season. Talk me through that at bat to give the throwbacks a lead.
Well, I knew Owen was going to throw hard. If he threw me a fastball, I already knew it was going to be wild, so I knew a curveball was my best chance. So I was just sitting on curveball as soon as I saw it come.
Yeah, and ZZ, this lineup has been really scary against the Pinstripes pitching staff, but let's talk about the throwbacks pitching. Your outing today, again, another scoreless one. Talk me through that pitching outing.
You know, I always have trouble throwing strikes sometimes, and today I was just trying to lock in and ended up shutting it down.
And Diego, the last week of the regular season, 6-3-1, the final record for the throwbacks. Going into next week, you got a 1-run lead. How are the throwbacks feeling about the championship game?
We're rolling. We're ready. We're going to win.
Awesome. Great job, guys. 14-15U B-League throwbacks with an 8-4 victory. Johnny A, got to start with you. Had the home run early in this game to extend the lead, and then the double in the last inning to go ahead and finish it. Johnny, talk me through your at-bats today. How are you able to be so successful?
I mean, I just was on deck timing up the fastball and just waiting, knowing what the off speed was looking like on each of the pitchers from Evan and then Jude.
Yeah, and Jaden, you know, this team offense, it seems like every week it seems to be a different guy stepping up. Today, Johnny had some big hits. I know you had 2 hits in this game as well. Talk me through the throwback offense and how they've been able to be so successful this season.
You know, we just really haven't taken into account to the errors. We just took the errors as an opportunity to make another big play. You know, we just really haven't let those attack us that bad as we normally would, and we've gotten better at it.
Yeah, and then on the other side of the ball, Jaden, the pitching staff for this throwback team, Alex Ruppel and Max Sandler both throwing really well in this game. Talk me through the pitching staff, how have they been able to get this team back on track?
You know, we just really had, we just have a lion mentality up at there. Just attack them, make them get themselves out. Don't try and do too much. You know, help your team out. Let them make a few plays. You know, not trying to do too much big. Strikeouts will come as they go.
Johnny A, this series is the closest one in the BWL. 5-5. These two teams will duke it out in the championship game to decide a winner. Tell me how the throwbacks feel going into the championship next week.
I mean, I feel like we feel pretty good with the win tonight. I feel like I hope we can carry that into the championship game next week.
Awesome. Great job, guys. 14-15U A-League Pinstripes with a dominant 19-3 victory. Gunner, got to start with you. Had a big home run in this game and really was an entire team offense in this one. Tell me about your at-bat and tell me about the offense as a whole today.
You know, at my home run at bat, I just thought about bombing it, you know. Like, we just had to go up, you know.
Yeah, and Andrew, this Pinstripe offense has been probably the best in the entire BWL in all 4 leagues. Tell me what makes this Pinstripe offense so successful.
Yeah, we keep the pressure on and the throttle down. That's pretty much about it.
And then on the pitching side, Andrew, you came in to close this thing out. Had a lead when you came in there, but I don't think you surrendered any runs at all. Tell me about your pitching outing today.
Yeah, I was getting movement. I was changing speeds, leading them off with the changeup, and then blowing the fastball by them.
Gunner, now 7 wins on the season, meaning you'll have a 2-0 lead in the championship game next week. Tell me how the Pinstripes are feeling going into that championship game.
We're feeling great. Probably going to dominate, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Great job, guys. 16-18U Pinstripes with a 10-7 victory here in this one. Fred, got to start with you. Your 3-run home run really put the nail in the coffin for this game and ended up being the difference in the ball game, that 3-run homer. So talk me through that at bat. How are you able to come through for your team?
Well, I knew it was a big spot, and, runners on. It wasn't 2 outs. I was looking to hit the ball hard, get extra base hits. And, at the time, we had a big lead, but, I knew that bat was going to matter, and it ended up mattering, so it's good.
Yeah, and Brennan, first game obviously with the Pinstripes here after the trade. A nice game for you at the plate. I think 2 for 4 or even better than that maybe, but 2 hits for sure. Tell me about your at-bats today and what was it like being traded?
Coming into this game, I had 2 hits on the season. I was 2-16, struggling bad at the plate. Figured new team, might as well give myself a new start at the plate. Doubled my hits already this season, so we're gonna try to keep this rolling in the next week and stay hot.
Yeah, and Brennan, in this one, Freddie kind of mentioned it, a big lead for the Pinstripes, but that last inning got a little interesting. How were the Pinstripes able to keep composure and close this thing out?
We had faith in our pitcher, those throwbacks are over there. That's a tough team, those are my guys. Yep. I was over there earlier in the year. They're a tough team. They can compete, but Brady just pulled it off right there with the big one.
Freddie, with this win, you improved to 8-2 on the season, meaning you'll have a 3-run lead to start the championship game. How do the Pinstripes feel to the championship next week?
Well, we're definitely feeling good, but, if you can tell from this game, throwbacks, they got to fight in them, all right? They were down by a lot, and they end up making it a close game. So we know that, it's not going to just be a nice, easy stroll. We got to go in there, we got to fight, we got to want to win.
Awesome. Great job, guys.